Apart from being the week in which the National Conference adopted 70% consensus vote, the week also saw delegates speaking about the unity of Nigeria. In the departure from the talk of separation of the week before, the general sentiment of this week is that of unity.
I am convinced that Nigeria should remain as one nation after 100 years, despite our challenges, because our common values overwhelm our differences. Apart from our long history of togetherness, we have also enjoyed many decades of intermarriages and mutual coexistence.
Particularly our delegates from the north, we want to appeal to them. Let the old prejudice in the past be gone. Those of us who are here, we are too friendly, we have lived together so much, we don't want separation. The language of Namibia and Adamawa was very discouraging. And I also know people from that area, I said from there, we have no more together. Abubakar and Atiku was there, we are so much together. They will not talk of being.
Nigeria is today the greatest state in Africa. And I say that deliberately with the greatest sense of responsibility.
But the achievement of unity is not without hurdles. So, some delegates call for a lasting solution to herdsmen-farmers conflict, the indigenous settler dispute, the plight of Abuja indigents, and that of women.
Minority rights. Several issues come into play, and this has to do with the denial of rights which other citizens enjoy because a particular group is termed to be a minority group. And I have spoken particularly about my own people, the Tiv people, which if you read your history books, they were the fourth largest tribe in Nigeria. Yet, arbitrary boundary demarcation and state creation has been done in such a way that people on their ancestral lands are demarcated and put into different states. Tiv people now find themselves on their own ancestral soil in Taraba, Nasarawa, in Niger, even in Cross River State. You find them in Plateau State. These are people who are on their ancestral lands and have no roots with Benue State. Yet in those states, they are treated as minorities. They are often termed to be settlers. On that basis, they are denied access to education, they are denied employment, they are even denied a level playing field to engage in economic activities in those states.
While we discuss the value of unity as written in his speech, we must realize that millions of Nigerians are being discriminated against in various parts of this country, where they are born, where their forefathers lived, based on the so-called state of origin. The founding fathers of Nigeria had a dream of building a united, prosperous, and developed nation state, where social justice reigns.
If you're driving down to Kaduna from Zuba, you will come across a place called New Wuse. That was where the Wuse people had been relocated to. But somehow down the ladder, that stopped. And now you're having a situation where you're sitting in maybe you farmed all day, had a little drink, rested. By the next morning you wake up and you find new people on your land, marking it and putting blocks, and you no longer have food. This is, you're returning them into homeless, landless, and they're becoming very desperate. We must put the agenda on the table. What do we want for them?
So, Mr. Chairman, I hope this August gathering will look at the security situation in this country. We'll look at the position and dilapidated position of the Nigeria police and take efforts to see that we put the police in a proper position so that people can sleep with two eyes. Thank you, Mr. President.
The conference is expected to continue next week with more talk about how Nigerians want to live together.
We should be grouped. Me, I don't want that grouping. Because we belong to all field, market women. When you say social welfare, that social welfare there is too light. It looks as if you are touching